Yo, what's up guys, it's Stickle here, and this video today is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little Q&A. I've got a few questions that people have been asking and I'm just going to answer it all inside this video. Also, if you haven't logged in, you can see that they've extended the map, but it's kind of useless at the minute because you can't technically put anything there apart from decorations and this expansion building. So, and I'm not too sure if you actually get any tanks. I logged in before, just started doing it. Let me just double check, go on to units. Oh yeah, you do get tanks for unlocking it, so that's quite good. But like I say, you can't technically use the area yet. I'll show you. So hopefully they'll update it or do something, and you've got this weird little patch in the water as well. So yeah, let's just get stuck into the video and answer some questions. So I've got a couple of questions that have been asked recently, and I thought I'd just cover it in this video. And the number one question that most people will ask is what is the best heroes for tank, ship or air? Now this is all down to personal preferences. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way, but my personal opinion is I use Catty. Now she attacks 5 times if a special activates, and a special activates quite a bit. But I use Catty with Rambo. Now, some people have mixed feelings about Rambo, but to me, he's the most overpowered hero in the game. That's purple. Also Simon as well, but I'll cover him in a minute. But yeah, Rambo, especially because it's dead easy to get him to 5 stars, so I'd suggest using him with either Catty because of her special, and then this Lee Hyung, her special activates more frequently than Catty, and I was actually using her before I got Catty up. And some people would say Tywin or Alex, but I don't use either of them two, to be honest, so I don't recommend using them. I wish I actually did buy the packs at the beginning for Tywin, but unfortunately I didn't, and I didn't realise that he would be a good hero in the future. But my personal opinion is Catty with Rambo for tanks, and then for ships I'd say that Nims it or whatever, even though he's not a high star, he's still quite good. And also you got Bellevue. Bellevue's really good, to be honest, and same with Chloe, but I'm more tank based. I've focused on getting my Catty up than the others, so I'm quite weak when it comes to ships, but my Simon does quite a bit of damage as well. His special activate is near enough all the time, so I recommend using him with either Nims, Belle or Chloe for ships. And then when it comes down to air, I really don't use air, so I don't know really what to recommend there. But I know some people like to use Edward. And let me just have a look. Heartman as well. I've heard he's really good. And then I think it's him. Yeah, because his crit's quite high. So I don't really use air, so I'm really sorry about that. I don't know which one to recommend. But I've heard Edward's good and Heartman, and hopefully in the future they make air a lot better. Because like ships kill tanks, tanks kill air, and air kill ships. You know, that type of little triangle, circle type of thing. You know, like in most games. So yeah, that's when it comes down to heroes that I'd recommend. Also, a very common one is about the fast combat, which is in the Alliance tech, and I'm not too sure what. You might have to have some of these already leveled up type of thing to actually unlock fast combat. But as you can see at the bottom, you can donate 200 times, and it comes back every 20 seconds. Like you get another attempt in 20 seconds. So technically, you can use 200 in about an hour's time, and then come back in an hour, and then you've got another 200 to cycle through. and it does give you XP. So if you click on the current XP and then do it like 200 times, you'll see it does level you up, but it is quite slow. But you can also work out, like you can check at the top, see how much current XP you've got, do it 200 times, and then work out how much XP you got for that 200. And then obviously you go into the Alliance Tech and you'll do 10.4 DD times 200, work out the cost of that, and just see how much it will cost you to level up. And sometimes, or most of the time should I say, it's actually cheaper than your Infinity Firepower. Infinity Firepower, like mine's going to cost me 38.8 EE to level it up, or I could, work out how much I'll need from that. So yeah, that's why some people do the fast combat, and it does take like a little while. But just compare it to your Infinity Firepower and work out, for your personal self, how long it'll actually take. So yeah, it just covers that, because I know some people say you don't get any XP, it's just a waste, it only helps towards Alliance Tech, which it does help towards the Alliance Tech, but yeah, it also gives you quite a bit of XP, and some people don't realise that until, they do it themselves, and I've been doing that since before the XP change, because a couple of months ago we had this XP update where it made it a lot easier to get to level 60, when it used to be level 47, which was the challenge level. So, a lot of people are getting to level 60 and then getting stuck, and then they're like, how do I level up? And I recommend that fast combat instead of the Infinity Firepower, because the higher level you get, the more money you get from the cash boxes. Let me just find them. I think I've just gone straight, but yes. So you get more money, the higher you are from there. So you can always catch up with your Infinity Firepower. It don't really matter really. I wouldn't say, apart from it does give you some higher attack boost, but you've got decorations for that and other stuff. So to me, it's not really, it don't bother me too much. Also, a really good question here is how to gather gold quicker, and I'll recommend, on your world map, for all the areas that you can get. So we own all the red ones here, so if you just click on there, you'll see that you can gather some gold. I'll get 6.01 DD per hour collecting it there, instead of we'll just find a quick gold one round here. I don't think there is any, to be honest. Not looking like it. No, where's all the gold at? No, it's hiding. Oh, there's a gold. And you only get 5. So you get an extra 1 DD if you collect at the areas. Also, another little method that some people don't realise or notice is, you've got your auto harvester here. And that mainly produces from the 20 gold mines that you have that you need to get 100% tax. But if you go into skills, you might have noticed that you can, let me just find a hero that I don't use her, so she's probably got it on. Yeah, you can get these skills called gold mine production, and you can put these on any heroes that you don't really use, and it all adds up. It all counts as a buff or booth or whatever you want to call it, and it will increase the amount of gold that you get per hour. I know mine's quite low, or it says average, but if I started putting more skills on other ones, and you don't have to particularly level them up as well, so you can just separate them, like with your tiles, that you put 100 down at level 1 before you upgrade, to get a bigger speed up boost, for training. So yeah, I'd suggest putting that skill on heroes you don't use. Another little question is how to score high on the personal defense events that you get. So I don't think that, no, there's not one at the moment, but it comes out every couple of weeks to a month type of thing. Where you get this little robot thing attacking your base, and if you lose 3 times, it's over. Um, the best advice I can give to that is make sure you're online while you're doing this event, and make sure you've got the most tanks in your base and ships, instead of all these barracks. Like, my base is quite messy. I've still not fully recovered from SVS. I was near enough zeroed, but only takes, a few days really. I've not really been able to play because I've been a little bit busy in real life, but I come on, try and train, whenever I can. So try and have the most amount of troops, because the higher troops you've got, the more defence really. And make sure your garrison is set up. Mine's not really set up because, like I say, I'm still recovering. But make sure that's set up. I'd advise putting ships on, because they can do more defence type of thing, or you can put on defence heroes and do it that way. With tanks or whatever you choose really, but make sure you're online, and whenever you get hit, make sure you look at the report and just go into your hospital and just heal any troops that are in there, because like I say, the more troops the better defense, and just keep doing that, and you can actually score higher than some people that are higher levels than you, and that's how you score high. And some people are like, oh, I'm level 62 but I got higher than a level 70 or something in this event, and that's mainly because you've been healing your troops and making sure your garrison's set up with the right skills and whatever else really there. So yeah, that's my little tip on personal defence. Another little question is how long have I been playing for? And I've been playing for roughly about 9 months, and I know I'm not level 80 yet or whatever, because like I say, they changed the XP system, and you started the hard grind at 47, so it took about a week or 2 weeks to get to 48, to be honest. And it takes long. It took a while, and then as soon as they did the XP update, it was only to people that are below level 60, and at the time I was like 62, 63, so it didn't matter to me, and quite a few of my alliance members as well was quite annoyed about it. But yeah, I've been playing for roughly about 9 months, so towards like the end of November, beginning of December time. So if you look at my skin as well, I have got the Christmas skin. There's not that many people that have got it, but as soon as I downloaded it, I become addictive. I was playing it roughly about 16 hours a day, to be honest. I was on it all the time. I didn't really sleep, but was sleep deprived, to be honest. But yeah, I've got the Carney skin from that, so hopefully next Christmas, or this Christmas should I say, they might bring out the event again. So yeah, that's just that little thing. And also, if you've not noticed, I am a moderator as well, so I've got access to the mod tool. I can't really show you that, but yeah, I've got access to that, and the role there basically is volunteer. So I volunteered to help the game, like RiverGame, who owns Topwar and Vivid Army. They're both the same games, and not connected to the same servers mostly. But my role there is just to help and assist people in the community. People can reach out to me via Facebook, via YouTube, via anything. They can reach out to me and I'll reply as soon as possible. I always reply to everyone, so even on Discord, anything like that, I try and help out as much as possible, because it's basically like a little reward for myself and reward system in my brain. It just releases some type of endorphins and just makes me happy and glad that I've been able to help someone. So I think being a moderator is very useful for doing that. But yeah, we don't get like paid or anything like that. We it's just volunteer basically. So if you have time and a lot of time to help people out and enjoy it, you can always send applications via the announcement section in Discord. Like send them an email. It's basically like sending a CV. So try and do it as professional as possible. Type as much stuff in there. Basically, sell yourself to them to get aboard on the team. And when I first joined, there was only about 4 or 5 of us on the moderating team, but now we've expanded, and I think like 10 plus. So it is really good. I'm only a mod in game, but I do lurk and look around on the Facebook page, and I do, go on the Discord and just help people out really. And that's just my little role of being a moderator. So I hope that covers that little bit. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. But if you've got any more questions about the game or anything like that, feel free to mention it in the comments or message me, private message, and I'll probably do another Q&A too. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I know I've just been waffling on really, and I've not really shown you anything, but I hope I've covered a question that you might have been wondering what it is or anything like that. So yeah, I can't click on these little areas. Oh, can't click on it. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I know about 92 of you are not subscribed. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there and see you in a bit.